What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Now, kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. We just got done with the UNC versus Duke game. Of course, the Tobacco Road rivalry, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in college hoops. And UNC comes and takes the dub at home, and it was impressive, man. They dominated this game, took the win 93 to 84, shot the lights out, spread the basketball. Oh, what difference a year makes. Shout out to the freshman Elliot Kadu, who was just magnificent moving the basketball, finding open shooters, doing his thing, man. We will be remiss not to talk about Harrison Ingram in this contest. 21 points, 13 rebounds. Big Mondo Big Cot won the battle inside. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists for him. How about Seth Trimble? He did catch RJ with a nasty elbow, but 10 points off the bench was crucial, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's crucial production, just a well balanced effort, and they never really looked in danger of losing this game. The best guard in the country, in my opinion, RJ Davis, continues to shine. He took some bumps, he took some bruises, and he scored 17 points, dished out 5 assists, 2 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Cormac Ryan, 9 points as well. Just a very well balanced team effort, guys. I really gotta say, they came in, they outscored Duke by 10 in the first half, and continued to just keep things in perspective, keep their foot on the pedal every time Duke made a push and tried to make a comeback in this effort. Hey, UNC just made a play after play after play, and you love to see it. I just good basketball. We unbiased. We don't have a dog in this fight, but you can see some of the scoring totals. I'm just here for good basketball, people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here for good basketball. But what a game for UNC! A statement win, a top 10 win, showing that they are the class of the ACC for sure. And really takes the bad taste that Georgia Tech takes out of our mouth right now. Looking at UNC, who defeated a very hot Duke team that was coming in with some wins. You know what I'm saying? Kind of figuring out their identity, what they do well. They got a nice blend of veterans mixed with these freshmen that are getting big minutes as well. But Carolina, man, there was a lot of pressure on Hubie Davis. They were talking about he might be on the hot seat. We were losing all those players that we saw. Everybody kept talking all the transfers, right? All the transfers that had left. There was a lot of talk. People were worried, but Hubie reloads, retools that lineup, brings back a better team, and it's looking like he's got another chance to potentially compete for another national title, possibly moving up in the rankings. And this was just a statement win. They were up double digits majority of this game. Duke made a late push, but Carolina just made shot after shot after shot. Got good looks, stayed aggressive, got to the free throw line, made the most of the transition buckets that they were getting, got out in space, found slashers, got shooters in their spots. The guards did a magnificent job with that. Just finding shooters, man, finding shooters and getting them in their sweet spots to knock down those shots. You look at Kadu, 7 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and he's got that blend of like Kendall Marshall and Marcus Page that you love to see with the court vision, but he was a little bit more aggressive tonight as well, looking for his own shot, being a scoring threat, and making the defense stay honest. So I like what I saw from him. Um, this was just a complete game from UNC, honestly, guys. On the other side, you can see Duke. You know, um, they played hard. Jared McCain, the freshman we talked about, 23 points, 11 rebounds. He was major. Jeremy Roach, we knew he was going to make shots. They left him open a few too many times, in my opinion. But he finishes with 20 points. Mark Mitchell, 11, 7 and 2. He had some big plays, had a big N1 as Duke tried to scrap back. And then Kyle Flukowski, 22 points, 5 boards. Him and Mondo was battling down low, man. I think the difference in this game was the defensive job they did on Tyrese Proctor. You know, you talk about a big guard who has been good for them this season that is expected to be a potential first round or lottery pick, and he only has 2 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. I think that was big. I think that was just a challenge accepted by UNC. You know, by those guards to just step up and make things difficult for him all night, but also remaining scoring threats in their own right. So you got to salute them. But this is a big win for UNC. We know these two teams are going to battle it out again, but that first win is always sweet. Top 10. This is the first time in some years that these programs have faced off and been in the top 10. But heck of a win, heck of a win for Coach Hubie Brown and or Hubie Davis, excuse me, and this UNC program, man. It was didn't play last year that got their first taste of this rivalry, this the battle of the blue bloods, and hey, Harrison Ingram stepped up, man, knocking down big shot after big shot after big shot. He was huge. He's shooting 40% from three anyway, so we know that he can shoot the deep ball, but he was on fire tonight, man. Just big time players making big time plays. You know, that's what it comes down to. Big time players, big time plays. And Harrison Ingram was sensational. They were good on the boards, you know, winning that rebounding battle, getting second chance points, getting the 50-50 balls. From the tip, guys, it really felt like UNC wanted this game more. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It felt like from the jump, UNC was desperate for this win, and they came out and they delivered and they get it. They get it done. So salute to those guys. Just an impressive win, honestly. An impressive team performance. Just completely controlled the tempo of this game. They played Carolina basketball. I feel like they sped Duke up, forced them into some costly turnovers, forced Duke into some very tough shots where they had to settle. Really did a heck of a job locking down the paint for the most points. You know what I'm saying? At basically, you know, just making it extremely difficult for Duke to get those chippies, those inside looks. But we saw the stars of these teams for the most part come in and ball. You know, Lukowski made a statement. I think this was a statement game, showing the footwork, showing the agile, like the movement, being able to go side to side. Hit a really nice step back three. I was impressed with just his skill set, the fundamentals, the high intangibles. He's extremely skilled. The Carolina crowd, man, you know, coming out Roy Williams Court was rocking. The stars were out. The energy was high, as you could expect for Duke and Carolina, like it is every year. The energy was just, you know, it was a must see. It was a must see game. They delivered, and hey, they are taking that sole spot #1 up in the ACC, man. Like it's just, hey, you gotta salute them. You gotta salute them. Big win for UNC. Um, Man, it didn't disappoint like a slow building game. And you know they really had to settle in, figure it out. But Carolina got off to a hot start, and you could tell just from the tip it was going to be a good night for them, and that's what we saw. That is exactly what we saw. Y'all, I'm taking a look at my parlay real quick. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on right now? Good night. Hmm. Y'all ever do a parlay and just overthink it sometimes? Like, what in the world? You know, you can't hit them all, but we still alive. We still alive. Chill, chill, chill. We still alive. But anyways, back to the game, man. Oh, just an incredible matchup. Another chapter in the Duke versus Carolina series. Big time players made big time plays. Carolina with the statement win came out and dominated from the tip. Was the more physical team, more aggressive. You know, Duke made their runs as we expect. You know, they made their pushes, but it wasn't enough. Every time they got close, tried to cut it under 10, Carolina made a big shot, made a big play, got a turnover, got a stop, and it was off to the races, guys. It was off to the races. But just great win, great team win for Carolina. Now, both of these teams obviously are going to be a lot better in the next couple months. They're both still figuring things out, but their identities are starting to show. And I think both these teams will be right back in the same spot when they match up for the second time. Another potential top 10 matchup with ACC championship, regular season championship implications on the line. So you love to see it, man. But I'm just impressed with the way Carolina defended their home court, came out, staked their claim, and just controlled the tempo, controlled the energy, controlled the momentum of this game from the jump ball. I mean, they were just impressive, guys. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, hey, you can't really ask for a better performance on both sides of the ball. They played extremely well. They were physical. And to be honest, man, they just never looked like they were in danger of losing this game. You know, they made their free throws. They closed it out. They took care of the ball late. Didn't let that full court pressure from Duke get to them too much. So you just gotta salute them, man. Big win for Coach Hubert Davis and this guy and this group. Moving forward, big momentum building, showing that they are the class of the ACC right now. You know, what more can you ask for? Duke, Carolina. Was this an instant classic? I won't say that. It didn't feel like an instant classic, but I will say that was a heck of a game. That was a heck of a game. You know, it was given. It was competitive. It was just genuinely felt like they wanted it more. They came out, punched Duke in the mouth, and Duke never recovered from this, guys. No, that's just what we saw. They just didn't recover. They didn't make enough plays. They did not make enough shots to win this game, and we saw what happened. Carolina walks out with a big dub. So we're gonna keep up with this, keep up with just the regular season in the ACC as we get deeper into this season. But Carolina, man, getting that Georgia Tech taste out of their mouths, big win over their rival, their crosstown rival at that, those Duke Blue Devils, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation and what's going on next. Both these teams still got it's a lot of season left. It's a lot of season left, and these teams are gonna match up again. So it'll be fun. Let me know how y'all feel about the situation and what y'all think moving forward. Both teams need to improve on. Because I think UNC did a heck of a job just knocking down shots, sharing the basketball, controlling the glass, forcing turnovers. You know, they ran their offense, they executed their game plan, and they come away with a win over Duke, who, you know, has been playing really good basketball, finding their identity with Roach and Flipkowski. Mitchell's been playing good. Jared McCain had a. I want to see more from Tyrese Proctor. You definitely want to see more from Tyrese Proctor, but hey, you can't win them all. You can't win them all, guys. But y'all let me know how you feel about the situation. Just going forward, you know. Oh man, hold on, y'all. But yeah, y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about the situation because seriously, guys, I just feel like Carolina came out and had the perfect performance, man. This was the game they needed at home too, cause y'all know there's no easy wins that come in Cameron. There are no easy wins that are coming in Cameron. So to get this first one, that's big. That's the first domino to fall. That is the first domino to fall. I'm telling you. Hey, shout out to my guy Blue Raspberry guy. Appreciate you joining the chat, baby. But yeah, man, just a heck of a game from UNC game plan. Came in, executed team basketball, 93 points. You know, they made the three ball, controlled the glass, forced turnovers. It was just an impressive, balanced team effort. You know what I'm saying? If you're just joining, stats up there for you. RJ Davis, Mondo Baycott playing in his ninth game in this rivalry and delivers 25 points, 10 boards, big double-double, made his free throws. Of course, Harrison Ingram, the star of the show, just three-pointer after three-pointer. Some big shots there. And you just love to see it, man, honestly. Just his introduction into this rival. under the brightest lights, and he gets it done. He gets it done, comes in firing, gets it done, is the complete difference maker. Was the difference maker in the first half, continued his hot shooting in the second half, and really helped Carolina blow this game open. And it just felt like they were never in danger of losing it, man. So it's tough going on the road in any atmosphere in the ACC and getting a dub. But you love what you saw from the freshman Jared McCain, Jeremy Roach. They made shots. They kept duking this. They fought to the end. Mark Mitchell, Kyle Fulkowski showed a lot of versatility. We mentioned stretching the floor, hitting the three ball, showing he can get it off the dribble at 7 foot. That's tough. I'm just saying. But looking at it, both these guys, both these rosters, both these programs can build off a game like this. Look to see what they need to improve on. Duke, I think, needs to play with more urgency. They got to come out. They got to make shots. Be better with the shot selection. Be aggressive. Maybe not settle for so many threes and get to the cup a little bit more. Try to get some fouls. But I think they're still finding out their identity. We know that they have that nice blend of upperclassmen leadership along with those underclassmen like Jared McCain, like Caleb Foster that are making plays, making shots, making things happen. So I think there's a lot to build on for Duke. I think when these two teams match up again, that it'll be another potential top 10 matchup with ACC regular season championship implications on the line. These are the two of the most talented rosters in the ACC right now, and they came out and delivered. Carolina came out, they wanted it more. It was a complete game performance for them. Um, Cormac Ryan, heck of a block at the end of the game to kind of seal the deal. The crowd, the energy, it was major, man. It really was major. Just seeing that impact. The celebs were out. They honored Psycho T, honored Tyler Hansbrough at halftime. They couldn't lose in front of Psycho T. Come on now. And y'all know it's always big. They play twice every year. It's always big to get that first win. It's like I said, going to Cameron is not an easy win in Shasheskyville. And I'm sure Duke is going to come back with a vengeance when these two teams meet up again. Y'all know I like to say, man, it's hard to beat a team twice. Dang near impossible. So I'm interested to see how the rest of this goes as far as the season as they continue to go through conference play. But Carolina, the newcomers, Harrison Ingram, huge. Elliot Kadu, just controlling the tempo. What a difference a year makes having a true point guard. We saw a lot of departures from this team. Caleb Love, DeMarco Dunn, Dontre Styles, Tyler Nickel. I mean, there was just players hopping in the portal. And Coach Hubert Davis had a lot of flack. He caught a lot of flack. A lot of people were doubting him, saying he could potentially be on the hot seat just a year removed from playing in the national title game. That is the definition of what have you been. But I think he went out and brought in some experience. He brought in a nice freshman point guard in Kadu, Cormac Ryan, who's a team captain with Notre Dame. Harrison Ingram was a stud. He's brought players that are proven in other conferences that come in, make shots, make plays, and were ready for the big moment in their first taste of the Tobacco Road rivalry. That's no easy task. We're talking about arguably, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, we're talking about arguably the biggest rivalry in college basketball today. And they came in like they've been at UNC for 4 years, just making shots. Jalen Withers was tough in this game as well. Like Carolina just showed off the depth. They got a good bench scoring. Seth Trimble, heck of a game, 10 points off the bench. He's become a more of a scoring threat, being way more aggressive. And you just see him, both the rebounds. He's got that JP Tokoto bounce. Seriously, like it is madness out there. But looking at it, I think this is a big win for Carolina, a statement win. This is the first time these two teams have matched up and been a top 10 matchup, I think, since 2018. So it's been some years, been some ups and downs for both programs, but this is the most competitive that they've both been in the same season in a couple years now. So it's a ACC. It's great for college basketball when both these historic, storied programs are at the top of their game. But big win, Chapel Hill, Franklin Street is gonna be pumping tonight, y'all. It's always a good night in Chapel Thrill when they knock off the Duke Blue Devils. And Duke, they'll continue to build off this. This team is gonna have something to say in the ACC tournament. Coach John Shire has these guys bought in, believing in them, believing in each other, playing good basketball. They just didn't have the same urgency as UNC came with. And I guarantee you there will be an adjustment in their energy and their urgency next game. I'm willing to bet just about anything on that. They're going to come out swinging next game. But to get that first victory out of the way, got to shout out Carolina, man. Just a team effort, team basketball, making plays, you know what I'm saying? Making shots, big shots, too. Big contested, uh, just getting transition buckets, forcing turnovers, controlling the glass. Armando Bacot was just amazing. He was showing the jump shot, something that he's continued to improve on, being able to knock down the mid-range jumper and extend his range to beyond the three-point line. I mean, he was big, 25 points, another double-double. He continues to be a focal point for this team, the low post anchor that they can just dump it down to and get a bucket whenever they need one. He's continued to just improve every year. And everybody's talking about, it feels like he's been there 5, 10, 15 years. He's using that extra COVID year and making the most of it. Definitely making the most of it, man, because that front court would have been hurt. And then RJ Davis has just become the most electrifying, consistent, bucket getting guard in the nation, man. Like with the removal, with the transfer of Caleb Love, it has completely unlocked another level, another year for RJ Davis. And shout out to Hubie. Coach Davis obviously saw something and made the call. People were doubting him, but he saw something in RJ and he made the right decision. He chose the right player because RJ Davis has been sensational all season. He's just, especially in ACC play, man. He's just dominating right now. Nobody has an answer for him. He's making shots off the dribble. He's getting to the cup. He's using that first step to just blow by defenders. He's poised out there. He's just doing his thing, man. He's been huge. His development has been a huge reason why UNC is the number 3 ranked team in the nation and possibly moving up after this big win over a top 10 opponent in Duke. But RJ Davis, man, has just been sensational. Um, you know, just a guy that has gotten better every year, waited his time, and now he has been given the keys to the ignition of this offense. They can go as far as Bacot and RJ Davis takes this team, man. I'm just saying. But heck of a game. Heck of an effort for UNC. Chapel Thrill will be on fire tonight. Duke will look to rebound. You go home, you lick your wounds, and you bounce back and get ready to fight another day. Because nobody's going to feel sorry for you in the ACC. And when you're a program like Duke, you're going to be getting everybody's best shot in any given night. You know that. So I think by the time these teams match up again in a few weeks, it'll be another potential top 10 matchup with ACC regular season championship implications on the line. Both these teams will be fighting for the 1 or 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. And I think both these teams have the capability, the flexibility, the depth, the star power, the scoring punch to make a run in the ACC tournament. If you got good guards in college, you always got a chance to win. But hey, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Holler at your boy. I appreciate everybody tuning in that stopped by. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakely, aka Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, hey, we out.